Hi, Carol here. A warm welcome to my craft room. I'm from Canada, and the exciting news that I was going to share with you earlier is I'll be designing for Tonic. Tonic USA, and there's Tonic UK. And I'm going to be using their products. This is my first project that I want to create for them, for you. And it's going to be using the Simplicity paper, Cascading Hearts. This is cotton paper. It's beautiful. I have never found a paper that's this gorgeous for the price. I think you're going to love it. The next thing for my project, we're going to be using Nouveau glue, the Nouveau crystal glaze, and the Nouveau antique gold crystal drops. So this will be included in this project. Now, the only two dies that we'll be using is the Rosanna's Terrace and the Faith Intricate die. It's the intricate window die. You get 6 beautiful die cuts in this one set. It's very affordable. And the intricate die, I will leave everything, all the numbers that you need over on my blog and on my channel. This gorgeous tissue box. Now it's using the Cascade Heart cotton paper. You can see you have the actual tissue box inside. You just take out this, and you're using 2 dies for this. So the Rosanna's Terrace and the Faith Intricate Window, and you are getting this gorgeous project. The next project, as it's a gift set, that's really exciting, is the flip-flop card. So I will be showing you how to make this using the same products. The only thing we added to it are magnets right here on these 2 elements. So when you bring it down, it has the cute little Kleenex box, just like the box we created earlier. You flip it down in, the magnet holds it together, front, back, back side, and then you just take it out and you fold it down and you put it in your envelope. Okay, so you have yourself a great week. I'm going to see you on the next Tonic project. Once again, a huge thank you to Alexandra over on Hedgehog Hollow. I'll leave a link, and I will see you on my next Tonic project. Take care, everybody. Hi, Carol here. Warm welcome to my craft room. This is so exciting for me to be able to design for Tonic USA. I'll be using the Flip Flop Rosanna's Terrace die as one of the wonderful products they sent me. The crystal glaze, of course, we all know about the crystal Nouveau glaze. The Cascading Hearts paper, out of this world cotton paper. The jukebox jive die. Wait till you see what I create with that. And then this Rosanna's Terrace die, 6 pieces in one die. It's wonderful. The Faith Intricate Window die, and the Crystal Nouveau drops, of course, in the Antique Rose. My first project for Tonic will be a mixed media piece, and I can't wait to share with you how I begin my mixed media work, what I do to start a mixed media piece, and how I incorporate using this die I'm touching right there, the Rosanna's Terrace die. I use that one. I use the Faith Intricate Window die, this beautiful paper. I have never, in all the years I've been designing, worked with a paper so luscious as the Cascading Heart cotton paper. Their paper line for Tonic, it's embossed and it's gorgeous. I'll be using that, white cardstock, pink cardstock, and the glue, the Nouveau drops, and the crystal glaze. And that's it, my friends. So let's begin, won't we? Shall we? Let's just get at it, right? I am really happy when I heard that they would love for me to design for Tonic. I'll tell you what, I was excited. I still am excited. I can't wait to just show you over and over again what you can produce, what you can create with these dies. It's amazing that you can take one die with 6 pieces and cut it all up and get a mixed media and a card to match out of it. So I ran to my dollar store where nothing's a dollar. Remember, you know, we all know about my dollar store. And I found this tissue box. I've had it for a while, and I thought, you know what? I am going to actually make a gift set. Once I heard that that Alexandra from over on Hedgehog Hollow contacted me, and I was over the moon, I knew I was going to do a mixed media piece. Look at this beautiful die. You can do so many stained glass elements on that die. And this paper, I'm not kidding when I tell you, this is the most fabulous paper I have ever worked with, in mixed media or otherwise. Stunning. But I don't use this card, but I'm showing you in the card that we use, it's going to be a flip-flop card. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to use it. And that's in the next video, however. I laid these out to see which Tonic Nouveau drop I was going to use, and I chose the Antique Rose because it did match this beautiful embossed cotton paper. I could go on throughout my whole tutorial on the paper alone. You have to feel this paper. It's amazing. Now, I am going to use gold foiled paper. I didn't have any on hand, but Tonic does sell the gold paper, and you can get it over there. But I was working with what I was sent and a little bit more because I wanted to have the gold foil. I just foiled it myself and went ahead with the 2 dies and the paper and 3 Nouveau products. So here we go. I got out my Tim Holtz scissors that you'll get on the Nouveau, on the Tonic site. The Nouveau anything is over on the Tonic site, and the dies are less than half price. If you're looking at them now, you will not believe the price, and I will leave the link to go shopping, of course. So let me get everything set up. And also they sell the gilding flakes, the most beautiful gilding flakes. And I thought I was going to use it in this project, but I didn't. But you'll see them up in the corner. I think I need to, right now I'm just studying it out. Okay, what am I going to need? I'm going to need to get rid of that, that's for sure. And I die cut many of the elements from the Rosanna's Terrace die. Every piece. I just put it in my Vagabond and keep cutting. That way I don't have to stop. There's nothing wrong with having leftover pieces when you design. I took all this paper. I cut it out first in white cardstock, an inexpensive white cardstock, because the flip-flop dies are new to me and I wanted to see what they look like after I cut it. So take an inexpensive white cardstock, any color cardstock actually, cut it out and look at it, and that will help you when you go to design anything mixed media. You're going to need a good handful of elements by your side, and then the craft goodness will start flowing in your mind, and you will have that off to the side to be able to use it. How many dies do you get where you get 6 elements in one die? So I took some pink cardstock. I love the look of this paper. It is like, I'm trying to think of exactly what it looks like. It's a champagne color, actually. Just beautiful. And it lends itself beautifully with pink cardstock. This, you know, pink that's kind of over to the lavender pink. So pretty. And then I did the background behind this with white cardstock, my 120-pound white cardstock. So let's just die cut first of all with 2 of the pieces of the Rosanna's Terrace die. The outside piece with these gorgeous roses, and you'll see that I think you can cut up at least 5 different ways just to use. Look at it. Oh, out of this world. And then I took that little piece that just leaves the elements, you know, the die cuts that come out of it. It doesn't have an outside element to make it single. You put it in there, but you can cut around it, and you will see I do that. And here I thought I want to have a piece using all of the elements, and they come out easy, and actually they come out of the dies with just one little tap. You don't have any problems with the paper sticking inside the die. You can, you know, if you want to and you want to press it really hard, just put a shim or a piece of paper in your die cutting machine and it'll be terrific. I didn't have any problem whatsoever. I just want to share that their dies are top notch. And just as I was doing this, I needed to see that toilet tissue wooden box. And even to this day, yes, I see it over at my dollar store where nothing's $1. And, and you can't help but love to use gold when you're using such beautiful cotton paper in a champagne and pink. The only other thing I could think of was gold, of course. It's gorgeous, yes. I keep looking at the gilding flakes. If you go over to when you go over to shop, let me say that, and look at their Nouveau gilding flakes. Beautiful, just beautiful. So I wanted to have the ghosting effect, and I wanted the pink to be the ghosting effect behind the gold. But I didn't know that right away. What I did was I took 4 or 5 sheets of the gold foiled paper, and I just kept cutting elements out, just one after another, with all of the 6 pieces to lay aside. Now I'm going to take the box and we're going to start. I used nothing but the Nouveau glue, and it sticks to anything, especially that cotton paper. The bottom part of this, and I know you're going to find it because I was at my Dollar Tree. I should have picked up 10 of them and put them aside. I am going to go back and get them because this makes a beautiful gift for any occasion, for any age. We all need tissue, so this is so pretty. I'm actually have it upstairs in our sitting room. I just put it on the end table and it just looks gorgeous, beauteous, as I always say. So from Costco, I picked up some, you know, you get about 400 in a package. You know how you buy things at Costco. And I took out the Scotty's tissue, and you don't need to worry that you need an opening that big. We're going to make our own opening on this box. I take the top off very carefully so that the tissue will come out, you know, hopefully one at a time. And you don't have to design on the bottom because you're not going to see that, right? But you are going to see the element on the top of the box. I did get out my guillotine cutter here. This is what I'm using. Love it. You can get that over on the Tonic shopping channel. Tonic shopping place, channel, whatever. Yeah, it's a YouTube channel. And this is where I begin to figure out, okay, you're going to see that oval section on the tissue box, the wooden tissue box. So what do I want to see? And this is all you do when you're designing is you take it. I knew I wanted pink showing through, and I wanted gold elements. So I took my scissors, I went around the gold, and I thought, okay, should the gold be behind the pink or the pink be behind the gold? That's all I had to worry about, and I chose not to use up this much gold foil paper. Because of having only seeing the oval, I thought, no, I'm not going to use this much of the gold foil. No, I'm going to save as much of it as possible. So I switched it out and decided to put the pink, because that paper is going to be around the box, and luscious roses. Oh yes, roses everywhere. And that Rosanna's Terrace, that's roses. You can't get any more roses than on that die cut. Now we have the outside piece. I'm going to put the next, this be the 3rd and 4th piece of the die cut. The second one there will cut out all the little intricate pieces. The inside piece, the die, we're going to get what the tissue paper that's what's going to come out of that hole. Instead of using the gigantic oval, like an oval punch, all you need right here is that small die that comes with the Rosanna's Terrace die set. And now we will get started. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. You're not going to see as much pink on the sides, right? Here's how we place it down. Isn't it gorgeous? And I actually, if you're looking for tissue paper, excuse me, well, if you're looking for tissue paper, if you're looking for the boxes like this, I have seen them at major box stores. So you can pretty well find them any place where they sell accessories like that to do mixed media work on. Now I only have so much leeway to make sure that this is straight. So I can see that's a little bit off. You're going to want to, as much as you can, straighten it up. I don't think it's going to make a difference for the whole. Once we come down to, yeah, I'm taking this just to show me I don't need all of that cut out. All I need is for the Kleenex to go through. So you want to take the gut pieces out of your die set there, remove it, come back, run this through your die cutting machine, and now you have the element for your tissue paper to come out. I always say toilet tissue. Yeah, I'll run to toilet tissue before I ever run to Kleenex because one is so much less expensive than the other. So if I say it, it's just a little bit of a tick with me. And now we have that cut out. Look at there. Oh, I'm telling you, I didn't want to stop creating. That's how much I love this project. You know I love mixed media, and I absolutely love cards, especially this flip-flop card to match. Wow, you get the whole element in one die. It's just, yeah, it's amazing actually. And I am going to show you 2 ways to create a card with this Rosanna's Terrace flip die cut. Yeah, I think I must have just had my Coca-Cola. We all know that I drink Coca-Cola. And here we go. We're going to put the Nuvo glue on and then seat it down. If you have to use another, you run out of tissue and, the grandkids come over and they use up all your tissue and you have to get another box, it doesn't take long to take this off. I'll tell you what you use if you're going to replace this tissue box from Costco. It's called Undo. U-N with a space, then D-O. Undo. It will slide under anything where you've added glue and it will remove it in one swipe going across. But honestly, to recreate this, I had so many parts left over that you just have to cut out that one pink section, add it to your next box, or change up the color. Put gold underneath with a pink die cut from the Rosanna's Terrace. Say that 10 times, right? And to get any type of glue or anything off of the gold piece, the foil, I just use a baby wipe. I think it works perfect. It doesn't leave, I wouldn't use alcohol like little wipes. I do like the, from Costco again, the Kirkland baby wipes. And if you're not in Canada or the US, I'm not sure if you have a Costco in the UK. That's something to find out. But I do know they have them in the US because I live so close to the border. Sorry about my dog, just a minute. Oh yes, speaking about dogs, every time I play with glue, that little dog walks across. We call on my channel, she's Spanky. That's what we named her. One of my subscribers named her. But my dog's a 125-pound bull mastiff, and she heard a dog out in the field, because I live on a farm, barking, and so she thought she would put her 2 cents in there, of course. But let's get back to our project. Now, as you can see, the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive works wonderful with this paper. I have told so many people now that I associate with, that I talk to as crafting friends about this cascading heart paper. Any of the paper on the Tonic site, when you go shopping, is amazing. This is actually embossed. I mean, And it's like upholstery. That's what it reminds me of, upholstery. You know, when you do a chair or couch, the things that I don't do, but that's what it looks like, and that's how it feels. It's so luscious. It is the best paper I have worked with since I started crafting just under 5 years ago. I am going to make sure I have all of this line in my craft room, in my stash, because it's that beautiful. And on the card and this project, you want to make sure you mited the corners, by the way. So all you do is make a little cut, and then I want to keep, even though you're not going to see it, I want to keep it to approximately 1/4 of an inch coming out of the box there all the way around, just in case when you put your paper, but you don't see it. But I didn't know at this point that I was going to see any lines. So I cut into it and then made like a little notch so that I could fold it over on each side into itself. And you'll see as I keep going. Can you believe how gorgeous this paper is? I can't stop talking about it. I really can't. Ask my crafting friends. That's all I've been talking about are the, the dyes and the paper. And people that work with paper, there's different types of paper. It can say one thing and be another. Well, I'm telling you, this paper, this cotton paper, is amazing. And I'm not going to say it again. I know you can get tired of hearing it, but it truly is the finest cotton paper I have worked with to date. And the color with this beautiful champagne with the golden pink, it just added to this whole project. And I hope you like it. I mean, can you imagine like giving something like this to, to your Nana, or as a birthday gift? I know my granddaughters would love to have this next to their bed on their bureau or on their nightstand. I think it's beautiful. And the products over at Tonic, the paper line, I'm telling you, they have this one paper. It is ice crystal, I think it's called. I'm seriously addicted to it, as you can tell. Oh yes, I'll be doing projects galore with this. And this is elegant mixed media, isn't it? It just is fun. You've got wide spaces to work with. There's no real intricate corners. It's like I'm going to do a canvas. I have enough paper left that I can do an 8x10 canvas using this. So the same die, we can, remember, like I said, I wasn't buying anything for a full year in 2016, and how you can work with the same dies over and over again and think up new things. I think it's very challenging for your mind to use products that you bought some time ago. And I think it's very challenging to take just a few dies, with the Rosanna's Terrace dies. You have 6 of them. And then the that Faith intricate window, if I'm right, it's on sale for $3.20, I think, for that intricate window. And I am going to show you some beautiful projects using that and doing stained glass with the Nouveau products. I think you're just going to love it. And I know I did. And I love the fact that I was working with 2 dies, so 7 die cuts in all, and the Nouveau drops, the paper, and this box. And that's just about it. And you are going to come out with an elegant project. A beautiful gift set to put away for Christmas and for birthdays. And I kept it out, and I have had 3 or 4 people stop in and say, "That is absolutely gorgeous, Carol. Where'd you buy it?" I didn't buy it. I made it. Yes. So I can see, people wanting to have something like this for a gift. It's gorgeous. So here you go. I'm going in fast motion, and let's start. I've got all of the paper line, and you can see the emboss on those hearts, can't you? Even the deboss looks beautiful. And I don't have to stop all the time to die cut. That's what I like about this. You just die cut some white, some pink, and some gold foil, and then work off of those dies. Cut those dies apart and make actual projects with them. Look at that. Ah, I think it's stunning. I really do. I think it's stunning. You're going to love ordering that. My grandson was over. Did you see that? And I said, hey, what do you think? Should I have the pink on top or the gold on top? Which should be the gold element? And he's showing me, no, you have to take it off. That was funny. I kept that in the edit. I didn't realize I did, but I did. Yeah. He's going, no, Nanny, you need to have the pink on top and the gold underneath. Oh, I love that. And that's a guy. He even liked it. He thought that would be nice for his sister. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Olivia. And yeah, so here we go. There's the window die, the Faith intricate window dies. I cut those out. You can get, I counted 10 different ways to use that little window die by cutting it apart. Just cutting it and using elements in there. I did quite a bit on this box, this tissue box, and I placed down, I got out my Xyron because using the glue and this much, you know, dotting the glue on such fine, intricate pieces, I couldn't keep up with it. So I thought, you know what, let's get out the Xyron machine. Or you could use the sticky back paper, whatever you find easiest. I found that the rose part fit through the, I think it's a 1-inch Xyron, the little green one. And it worked perfectly. Look at that. And then I'm going to put one above it. I wanted them off-centered. I don't want them even. I want them a bit off-center. The 2 on each side, I wasn't worried about measuring. With mixed media, you really don't. There's a few things you do need to measure, but this wasn't one of them. So I'm just taking out a few pieces of the guts that I left in there. And look at that. Oh, I was having so much fun. I didn't even want to fast forward it. I wanted you to enjoy the process with me. But I'm finding my videos lately have been so long. I just want to save you from having to see like a whole project in real time. Especially this one, it is amazing. You want to take your time. I took my time with this. And there's the one centerpiece of the cutting the roses off. You get this piece. And then I cut the inside die piece off. And then I cut the center. Now I'm taking just one rose off of the 2 rose sides of the die. And we're going to put one going up and one going down like that. It's so pretty. You can do anything with gold, can't you? Your placement, you know, even on this die cut, I can see it's a bit off, but I correct that as I go with different dies. So I wasn't worried about that. I wasn't going for perfection when I die cut there, because you can really take elements off of even these windows. I ended up putting the windows on each end of the tissue box. I thought that was nice. I left it plain. I didn't put, you know, 1,000 roses all over it because the paper is too beautiful. You have to showcase that paper. There's no other way of putting it. The Nouveau glue dries almost instantly. It's wonderful. You get enough playroom to play around with it. And now I'm going to cut out the little tiny leaves on there and the little rose for the center. That kind of helps it, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. I love gold foil paper. So I'm cutting around and I'm grabbing the other one for the other side. I'm thinking to myself, okay, Carol, how much roses do you want to put on there? You know, I don't want the, always cleaning up, aren't we? I don't want the paper to not shine through because it's just so beautiful. And I don't have that piece glued down either. I just wait. So then I went up one more size on the Xyron. I think that's the 5-inch. And I ran these parts through. It's so funny, I wasn't watching and I had one thing on top of the other. You'll see it coming up here. Yeah, see that? I put the window, I put the roses first and then I put the window. But it all worked out. I just had to put a bit of glue on top. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? And one side of a tissue box like this, you have that bottom box, that slider piece that has to slide in. So you're going to get more workspace on the opposite side, because you'll see that. See that section right there? You're going to have real estate to fill up there. A bit more real estate on that side. But it's fun, so it doesn't matter. I took my Nouveau glue. This Nouveau glue is fantastic. I don't know, I just keep, with every order that I ordered in the past, I always put a Nouveau Deluxe adhesive in my order. You can't have enough of it. It's wonderful. And now I'm sliding out these pieces that I'm going to use on each side. There's one. It just gets prettier, doesn't it? But I did measure here. Yes, I did get out. I am pretty precise on things. I am given to details. Everybody knows that. If you watch my channel for any length of time, you realize on my projects I am given to detail. I think it just adds to the ambiance of your work. Yeah, let's not get crazy, right? But I do think it's the little things that make the big things so spectacular. And the Tonic line of dyes, I am in love. That's all I have to say. In love with them. I'm just taking out a bit of the boogers on there. And then I'm going to peel them off and then rub it down. And like I said, baby wipes, just take your baby wipes. It doesn't leave any marks on the foil at all. And it'll help take those little glue pieces, the glue goobers that you get in there from using the runner, the glue runner, the Xyron. And here's a close-up. I just love it. And you know what I thought of? If you left the glue that remained in the roses there, you could always use any of your embossing, Nouveau embossing crystals or mousse. Anything would stick to the glue. It would look beautiful. I cut apart some pink leaves. I'm still using that one dye. I am getting all of these gorgeous elements out of one dye, that Rosanna's Terrace. I can't even tell you. You can cut the side parts out. You can cut the center part out. You can use this and cut out that beautiful window from this frame that we have here. It can't get any better than that. And the dots around the edges, oh, I'm not kidding. You could put little diamonds through there. I'm just showing you how I'm cutting out the leaves to add some pink to the gold. Just scrumptious. Once we get all of that finished on each side, I like to measure it out so it's as close as can be. I used the backing to the Xyron runner so that I didn't get any glue everywhere. And now we're going to go over it with the gorgeous Antique Rose Nouveau Crystal Drops. Love it. You can't get any closer than the Antique Rose for this. And I just sat there trying to get them as even as I could. They, you know, I left it to dry for a couple of hours and then I came back. And even if you do smush your hand into it, you don't have to worry. Oh yeah, I even matched my nail polish to the work. Oh yes, that's wonderful, isn't it? You know me. I put 5 actually, because I like to do things in odd numbers on the corners. I put the Nouveau drops around the edge and they dry wonderfully. But if you end up smushing one of them, just take your pick or your pokey tool or whatever you have and slide it underneath and pick it up. And that paper doesn't, it's just like slick as can be. It's beautiful. You can pick it up and start again. No worries there. The one thing that I like is the crystal glaze. It dries quickly. It is beautiful as far as the shine. And I like the fact that it is quick. When you put it on there, it dries nicely. Nice and clear. It is gorgeous. Like to have this on hand. I did the leaves on the rose stems there so that they would shine. And it just, I think I went around the roses, either on the inside or the outside. We shall see there. And I thought, I wonder if I put the window lines. See, you know, the lines you can tell on the right-hand side there. I picked it out of the die cut because I used the paper tape behind it. Yeah, there it is. I'm showing you really fast. I used the sheet of paper glue. And so I just took them out and I made sure I put the Nouveau glue on it. Even though it's sticky, yeah, I'm measuring. You don't have to. It's just what I do. And then I took another gold piece. I cut out that center to show you right there. I thought of doing that, but I didn't want to add any more gold to the pink right there. But it does look beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, I was fighting that, whether to leave it. At least 10 times, I think you'll see that I put it on, took it off. But in the end, I just added the gold that was inside the Faith Intricate window die, took them out. That's the pieces parts. These are all the little gut pieces that come out of these dies. Look at, I mean, it's beautiful. I wasn't going to say gorgeous. You thought I was going to say gorgeous, didn't you? It's beautiful. And it's endless. Taking this die, the Rosanna's Terrace die, the flip-flop die, and the window die, look at all the elements. I ended up taking those ones off. I just thought it was clean and simple look there. It was nice. And now we have to take the slider out of the bottom. There's our tissue box. I went over the gold there. It had a few pieces of sticky on it, just with my baby wipe. Now I'm going to use the paper, and I saved every bit of that paper. I want to do another project with it, and plus we have that flip-flop die card. And I think you will enjoy the set, the card. I just changed it up a little bit. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. And now this is the piece that we'll be showing. It's the only piece on one of these tissue box wooden elements that you need to do, because you do see it on the outside, but I didn't do it on the underside or what you could see there, because you're not going to see it at all, right? You're going to seat your Kleenex down in there. It has that nice little ledge. I thought just having it plain like that really showcased that cotton falling heart paper. Yummy. I love it. And look at all the elements I end up with, you know, just so many. And I thought the gilding flakes, there it is. Look at that. Slide it under. You have some wiggle room in there, and it is wonderful. There are the products that I used. I didn't use all that Nouveau glue, but I thought it kind of looked nice like that. It's just kind of like the setup. I'm showing you all the dies in that die set. I think it's wonderful. The intricate Faith window die is beautiful. The antique rose, crystal drops, and this beautiful paper. Absolutely gorgeous. So I want to thank you. I hope you join me on the second part. I didn't want to make it too long, but there's the card, my friends, that we're going to add to this gift set. There's the products that I used. You have to admit it's a beautiful project for using 2 dies and adding it to a mixed media piece with 3 different colored papers and gold foil and your Nouveau drops. You know, the glaze and the crystal drops. I think it's wonderful. I had so much fun. Thank you to Tonic for giving me the privilege to design for them. I'm overwhelmed and grateful. So you have yourself a blessed week. I will see you on the next Tonic tutorial for this card. Enjoy the pictures. Take care, everybody.